Here we are.
Hey.
Good night.
Good evening.
Good night, everyone. Hi, Fede, hi, Simon, and
Hi,
Hi guys.
a big welcome to our special guest tonight, Miss SARA SQUADRANI from
Hello,
Ancient
everyone.
BARDS. Hello, SARA.
Hello. Hi, Simone, Fede, and Mauro.
Hi, nice to
Sarah.
meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you too.
Nice to
How
meet
are you?
Sarah.
How are you, Sarah?
I'm good, thanks. I'm very, very hot right now. I have got my AC going on like crazy because I've had a long, crazy, very hot day, and I just need it. How about you?
Yeah, we have a couple of days very hot here in Bergamo, and luckily today is a rainy day, so a little bit of fresh air.
Yes.
And we are speaking in English, but Sarah is from Italy.
Yes.
From Rimini. And how is the situation right here, right there?
Right here, it's strange because Rimini is a very touristic city. Our economy is basically founded on tourism, and right now there's like less than half the tourists there used to be on the other years. So it's a bit tricky. It's very strange because we're used to go out on the streets and never finding a parking spot or these kind of things. But yeah, we're being careful. People are trying to wear masks and stay distant. Some other people are less nice. So we're doing what we can. Hopefully this thing will go away as soon as possible.
Of course, you are in a city is near the sea, so
yes.
In this moment of the year, it's usually full of people.
Yeah.
So it could be strange, I think. Yeah.
Very much. Yes. Usually the beaches are jam-packed with people, especially now, where everybody is vacation from work. Summer holidays are coming, and yes, it's very, very strange.
Did you miss many people around you, or?
No, I was yes, I was just telling that it's kind of nice from one point of view because it's more the streets are freer, it's more breathable. There's less noise and people. But yeah, I know that this is not. It's nice, but not very good.
Yeah.
Although in this time, less people means more space for people to stay away from each other. So
yeah. We all hope that the situation would be better in the next months, of course.
Yeah.
And so thank you for being here tonight, Sarah, with us.
Thank you for having me.
We had a lot of great singers, and you are now one of them.
Thank you.
In the meanwhile, guys, we already have some people joining us. Let's say hello to Stefano Liuzzi. Ciao, Stefano.
Ciao, Stefano.
And Veronica Curzi.
Ciao, Veronica.
Ciao, Veronica.
Veronica.
And Paolo Alexander Costa.
Hey, Paolo.
Hi, Paolo. Good night.
Hey, Paolo.
Hey, Paolo.
Okay.
Well,
so we can maybe start with our interview for you, Sarah. And we can start with a very standard question. So a little warm-up question. When did you start singing and why?
Ooh. I started singing when I was, I guess, 4 or 5 years old, because I started going to music school. I was studying piano, and that same school had, side subjects like solfeggio. I don't know how. There was a gathering of all the little children that were going to that school, and they would make us sing, and then we would make shows in the city, in the squares. So I started performing in front of people at a very, very young age.
Early,
yeah. It wasn't my initial intention. I was kind of brought by my teacher, which now I'm very, very thankful to. But yeah, I started singing kids songs and dancing and doing the sketches and bits, and then I grew into it.
So you never stopped singing from?
No, never. I've changed many types of situations in which I sang. I was a little kid who did these little shows. Then I joined, I guess, a couple of choirs. Then another your typical church choir. Yes, we sang at the mass, but also made shows with normal songs, not religious songs.
Okay.
It was very nice because it's there. I could learn a lot of things about harmonizing and singing together, and I guess I'm very thankful also for the many years I sang at the mass, because I learned how to sing with no amplification, I guess, using really your volume and just let it go in the beautiful reverb that's in a church, which is very, very nice for a singer. I guess that's the best feeling, when you just the room just carries your voice.
The flow.
Then I joined the band. I joined my first band when I was 19. I was old already. And then a couple of years later, I joined Ancient BARDS.
Okay, so you were 21 when you joined?
Yes.
Okay.
21. Yeah, 21. In 2001.
And which is your favorite song? Church song.
Church song. I don't know. It's strange to think about it now, but there are many songs that are really good. For
I agree.
Especially when you want to harmonize it. The more traditional, and also we used to sing Mozart pieces or Gregorian songs. From the lighter ones to the very heavy and solemn songs. I like it very, very much because it's a fascinating.
Do you remember one of that song?
I remember many, but I don't know. I don't know. I have sang many Kyrie eleisons. So.
Okay.
Something very
Great. Thank you.
I never thought I would
you.
do something like this.
Amen.
From ages ago.
That's this is very similar to a lot of professional musicians from the United States. A lot of musicians start to play in the church, but also because in the United States there is a very strong tradition about gospel music. I know that because a lot of great I'm the drummer of Ravenscry, and a lot of great drummers came out from the gospel music. Really awesome. And I mean, in Italy, there is a very good tradition about choir and vocals, of course. because of the Gregorian music, and I totally get that you learned a lot from our musical tradition.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And I have a question. So you started when you were 4, am I right? Yeah.
Yes.
And you started with vocals or with piano. I don't remember.
I started with piano.
With piano, okay.
I
So,
studied piano.
did you keep playing the piano in the meanwhile, or did you focus on vocals?
No, I've never studied vocal. I never took vocal lessons. It was just bring kids together, and you're singing this, you're singing this, and then you're doing this, and then you're doing this, and this is the show. But while I studied piano for 8 years.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was a very stubborn student. I had a bad experience with studying the rhythmic. I don't know, the theoric part.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm saying. Theoric. I don't think theory
exists,
but I know the theory. But I had a very good ear.
Okay.
So I just wanted to play. I didn't want to study. I wanted to study but I didn't want to know what I was doing. So I just kind of did everything by heart, without really knowing the structure of anything. So eventually, when it came to the point that to go on, I really needed to actually study. I stopped because actually I was in my head still more of a dancer than of a singer, because I studied classical ballet for 15 years. At that time I thought, I'm more of a ballerina. I'm never going to be a pianist.
So you are self-taught as a vocalist?
Yes.
Oh,
wow. Cool.
Really cool.
Yeah.
I learned, with experience, I guess. When I was a kid, I was just, a little girl who could sing in tune, nothing more. But with years, and of course the choirs, etc., I learned by myself how to do. I discovered my own voice and how to do stuff.
That's great. This links very well with the next question, actually. What do you think, Mauro?
Of course. So let's move on to the second question. Which are the singers that moved you to become a professional singer, if there are?
Yes, it's always everyone. I think. I mean, I must be boring as hell because it's always her. I mean, when I was a kid, I was singing in that with the other kids, and all they made me sing was kids songs, from the Kinodoro and stuff like that. Maybe sometimes there would be Italian songs or Italian artists like Celentano. But when I listen to Italian artists, aside from Giorgia, who I absolutely adored, I didn't feel much of anything. But when when there was a friend of mine who had this album by Mariah Carey, and she used to sing "Without You," without you, I can't live as living is without you.
Yeah.
And I was, what is that? Why don't Celentano sing like that? And then basically I was fascinated with this thing, but I didn't grow up in a very musical house. My parents are not people who listen to music for pleasure. So there wasn't much music around. So I had my 2 cassette tapes, and I would listen to them over and over. And then one day somebody gave us as a gift this Celine Dion CD. And when I listened to that, I was, oh, you can do this with your voice. What's that other crap that I sing all the time? I want to be like this. So she really, really changed my whole outlook on how music and singing should be.
And how old were you when you discovered Mariah Carey?
Oh, Mariah Carey, I think I was, I don't know, in grade school, elementary. I was
okay.
Okay.
It was Spice
Elementary
Girls
school.
times.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then when Titanic came out, I was given the Celine Dion CD.
Okay.
I can't remember the year, like 97, maybe. Something like that.
And then we all used to do that on a boat.
Yes, of course.
After that damn film. Okay. And when you practice when you were younger, you used to dance like Mariah Carey, or
no. I didn't have much anything visual about her because there wasn't YouTube. I didn't buy, magazines. It's not as easy as it is now to know what artists are doing, how they look like, etc. So, no, it was much later that I knew the whole.
And in your opinion, in the present, are there any singers who can make history like Celine Dion or Mariah Carey?
Of course, yes. I think I don't even know. There must be so many singers that I don't know right now, but I absolutely adore Jessie J, which in Italy she's not very much known. I don't know why. I don't think she ever sang in Italy, but she's crazy gifted. She's an amazing voice. Then if we want to talk about the really big ones, Beyonce is absolutely perfect when she sings. And there are new voices that are coming out, of course, of the States or the UK or many other places, which maybe they're doing a type of music that doesn't necessarily always show off their skills, their whole range of capabilities. But there are some crazy voices like Ariana Grande. She can do anything. I like those people that she can do whatever they want, just like that.
And maybe Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga also, beautiful voice and very peculiar.
Yeah, people says that Lady Gaga is the new Madonna. Are you agree?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. She's always been maybe with a bit more brain, I guess.
Why did she that?
Yeah. I've always thought of Madonna as somebody a bit crazy. I don't know, in a good sense, but I think behind what Lady Gaga does, there is always a huge meaning. She's a very thoughtful and meaningful art performer, while I see a more visual, aesthetic, and light behavior in Madonna. Plus, now these days, I think she's kind of.
What do you think, Fede, about Madonna? Do you think she had to retire right now, or?
Well, I don't know. I think she has a lot of, I'm gonna say that, opponents right now, because, for example, Lady Gaga or Dua Lipa at the same time. So I think she has to reinvent herself. I don't know, maybe. But it's a great star, a great pop star. So yeah. But by the way, I like Madonna. So
in her time, she invented many things.
Yeah.
She actually reinvented herself many times.
Yeah, many times.
I guess now she's cool, like she is.
Yeah,
she made the history.
She doesn't need to retire. I mean, there's space for everyone. I think she has very loyal fans, and I think as long as she feels like to sing, she should.
Yeah,
she should. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. And we can move a little bit in deeper the previous question, and I would like to ask you, which are the albums and the bands that have influenced you the most during your musical growth?
Well, as bands, undoubtedly Queen.
wow.
And albums, I don't know, because always for my musicless youth, I didn't have whole albums. I always had bits and stuff recorded from the radio, you know. So I'm not even that knowledgeable about albums, but maybe in the more recent years when I discovered Dream Theater, I liked it a lot, and I guess Octavarium was the first I listened to. So very late,
Yeah, that's weird to start to the theater with that album.
But I've never listened to metal much at all until then. So they kind of opened that door because I didn't actually know how more melodic sounds could fit into a metal track. I used to think of metal like only thrash metal or death metal, you know, that kind of super heavy sounds. But when my friends had me listen to Dream Theater, I thought, so this is interesting, because I was never exposed to new stuff, you know. Again, there was no Spotify, no YouTube. So, I mean, those days maybe YouTube were.
That's great, because somebody here says that you are the Whitney Houston of metal. So
oh my God.
It's really good that you discovered metal. Probably Dream Theater helped you a lot with this discovering. And how old were you when you discovered Dream Theater? Do you remember?
I was like 19 or 20.
19, okay.
Oh.
So almost during the years when you started to sing with a band and you started to join.
It was them,
Okay.
It was them who introduced me to.
I remember those days when YouTube and Spotify and doesn't exist, and so you used to record with the stereo, with the cassette, the tape.
Yeah, when you would just listen intently to the radio and just you had to the start of the song because I didn't have I really cherished then those records, you know, and I brought them around with my Walkman. Whenever we went to vacation or I was alone at home, I was always with my headphones and my recording.
The Walkman, guys. Maybe you Feder are too young to.
No, I had one. No,
really?
I had one. Really?
With cassettes?
With tapes. It was with cassettes. Sorry, it was yellow. I think it was.
Oh, really?
I don't remember the brand.
Really 90s.
Oh,
90s style.
It was like this.
Huge.
A yellow block. Yeah. Really portable, by the way. Yeah. And I had some cassettes from Metallica, I think. And some punk rock music. I don't know. Maybe it was a mixtape. I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, a mixtape between Green Day, NoFX, Rancid.
I also had something like that, man.
Punk stuff.
Yeah, I started listening to that stuff when I was 13. I had a cassette with some NoFX, Green Day.
Really?
And, I was 13, yeah, and after a year, I started to listen to a mix from Metallica. Then I started to buy album.
Yeah.
My first cassette was a Spice Girls one. I don't remember. I don't remember the album. The first album of the Spice Girl.
I understand a lot from.
I had the
from you.
CDs
Okay.
of the Spice Girls. Was
So I am older
later
than
on.
I am older than you, maybe.
Oh,
Me?
Yeah.
I had also a cassette from Hitmania Dance 2000. So
Don't say that.
Yeah, I used to record a lot of compilation with my stereo with the cassettes, and then I used to record my voice as a speaker. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
You had your own radio.
Your personal mix.
yeah, yeah, and
So
I
you
used to
practiced as a DJ.
yes, man. I used to introduce the song while the real speaker are still speaking.
It was a podcast.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Instagram.
my personal broadcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking about lyrics, Sarah, how do you usually come out with a lyric, and where do you take inspiration from?
Oh, well, my hands are pretty tied when it comes to lyrics because, as you know, our albums are telling a story. They're all concept albums. And when Daniele writes the songs, he already he thinks of, what happens in the story, then writes the music. So when I get the music, I already know exactly what's happening. So it's only a matter of putting in the right words to explain everything. So, the topic is always set. So I just need to find the right words, or maybe sometimes the topic is very broad. Like here, there's a battle between this and that character, and then I have to fill in a whole song, like 7-minute song with, okay, they're fighting. Now what? So I usually, put myself in their shoes, and maybe they're thinking that, or maybe they're thinking about their father, etc. And I build up on that. So it's very, very interesting process. I like it very, very much because I'm a sucker for a good lyric. I'm not sure I have written very good lyrics, but I always try my best. And I like to put a lot of thought in them.
That's cool. Is almost like being an actor and try to get inside the mind of the character. Actually,
yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
So you have to immedesimarsi, ragazzi, come si dice?
Get in the shoes of.
Yeah.
In the
shoes.
Great, thank you. Work in the shoes of the character in order to write about feelings, emotions. That, yeah, interesting.
What was your favorite character? What is your favorite character?
My favorite, I've always rooted for the women of the story, right? Because there's a lot of men, and then there's this woman.
Okay.
It feels like me being the only woman in the band. So I always rooted for them because luckily Daniele writes very strong, super cool women. So in the first part of the saga, the woman is Sheena, which is a queen. And then, but I think my favorite one is Irene, which is the character of our latest album, Origine, because they're all very strong and super just, heroic figure. The men too, but being the minority and just like me, the minority in the band. I always like to.
Yeah,
That's cool.
seems fair. Yeah. And would you like to maybe write something different?
I'm sorry.
Would you like to write maybe something different from that kind of story?
Yes, I would like to. Change is always good. I really came to like writing about these stories because I made them a little bit mine, because at the beginning, those epic stories, Rhapsody's lyrics, when I heard the songs, I didn't find much meaning into them. I mean, okay, there's swords and warriors, and they're doing this and they're doing that. I don't care. But I guess when the story is yours, you really know it. You live it, you build it, and it's something else. Yeah, I get it now why people like Tolkien or others. Because that's another thing that's very strange of me, that I never seen the Lord of the Rings, and I sing
Me too.
Yay! High five.
Did you ever read the book? Neither. Okay.
I see that we have some comments.
Yeah.
Simon,
there's a comment by Zach Baslev. He's commenting about our previous dialogue about pop music. Remember the Spice Mice and Cat Street Boys shirt, popular here in North America back in the day. We have Raquel Queiroz. Yeah.
I mean, we didn't have those super cool T-shirts here in Italy.
No.
Me neither. Sarah, I'm a fan of your work, says Raquel, and the band Ancient Bards. I'm very happy for today's live. Virtual hugs from Brazil.
Hi, Raquel.
And also there is our friend Tony Tomasicchio from Melody of Madness.
Ciao, Tony.
Ciao, Tony.
He interviewed us in the very beginning of the lockdown, in the middle of the lockdown in Italian. And actually, I'm looking forward to interview him in the next, in one of the next live chat. I'm so prepared, Tony, because I'm going to ask you to join us for a live chat in the next days.
Peccato, sì.
Yeah.
Ciao Tony, abbraccio, questo è un abbraccio.
Ciao.
Abbraccio Covid.
Ciao Tony.
And, Sarah, we have some. I have to tell every time we have a chat in this Ravenscry that Simon is writing a book. So if you need inspiration from your next lyrics, or you can ask him.
Okay.
Right, Simon.
Notice. I'm writing it down.
I don't recommend it to you.
No.
Avoid me. Maybe you can ask Julia. Julia is very good with inspiration, especially with lyrics. But for me, it's very hard to translate into words what I get from my crazy mind. So I don't recommend it to you.
Yeah, it's more philosophic, crazy stuff.
Yeah. Let's not talk about it. In the middle, we also have
I'm curious.
a comment by Francesco Lopresti. I would like to ask, why not too many Italian bands sing in Italian? Well,
good question.
It's a good question. Probably because, in my opinion, because in English you can reach with your contents and with your ideas many more people all around the world. What do you think about it, Sarah?
Well, of course, metal in Italy is a super niche genre. So in the world compared to other kind of music too. So singing in English makes you more international, of course, and be available to many more people. Plus, this is something that must not be overlooked. Italian is a very rich and difficult language. Everything you write in Italian with the same freedom that you write in English can sound extremely stupid. I don't know what you think, but it's very hard to make a believable Italian lyric. Don't you agree?
Yeah,
I agree.
It's very easy to make it sound silly. So yeah, it's much easier from this point of view to write in English, which has much less rules and is more fluent and simple.
Yeah, probably only Pino Scotto and Folkestone are brave enough to make some good lyrics in Italian.
And None of War of Steel.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we sometimes do it because people from outside Italy always asks us to sing more in Italian because, you know, I guess they're fascinated by the sound and all. So sometimes we do put little bits in Italian. Yeah.
In the meanwhile, there is also Raffaele Stigali that says, hi, everybody. Hi, Raffaele.
Ciao, Raffaele.
Beautiful Sara, I love your lithium.
Thank you, grazie.
Yeah, we will talk about your covers later. It's strange that coming back to lyrics and Italian and English, and it's strange because in our history we had a lot of great poetry, starting from Dante, for example. No, and but we are not able to do the same kind of poetry in music, maybe like Dante.
I guess we are able. There's somebody who can.
Yeah.
Maybe I guess it's an art. I mean, there's one Dante, not many Dantes, so it's not easy.
Yeah, of course.
And it's a work of many years. When you put down lyrics in a in an afternoon, it can be the same.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
the same valor as the same worth as the Divina Commedia. But yeah, of course, I'm not saying that everyone who sings in Italian sings horrible things, but I really think it's tricky. I mean, my own lyrics when we in our latest album there is a bonus track which is track 4, which is in English, and it's re-recorded in Italian. And it was super difficult for me to write that Italian lyric, well, also because I had to say the same exact things that I was saying in English but in Italian, and you know, rhythmically there are challenges. I still think there are some slightly, I don't want to say cringy parts, but you know, I would have loved it to be better, but it's extremely difficult for me. I mean, at least for my taste. But there are still many people that ask us, when you do that song line, please sing it in Italian, sing it in Italian. So even Italian people. So it must not be that bad, but yeah.
No, it was a provocation, of course. Yeah. And
still about lyrics, GPD Win Brazil asks, Sara, what do you prefer, writing and singing your own lyrics or singing someone else's lyrics? And what do you think about the other one that you don't prefer?
Okay. I don't know if somebody else. I don't think I've written lyrics so super awesome that I think are better than the millions of other songs that are out there. So I can say that I prefer mine than other beautiful songs that, you know, are full of poetry. So if somebody else is better than mine, I sing it with all the pleasure in the world and with feelings and all that. But having said that, I do not want to say that I don't like or prefer to sing those verses that I'm proud of. For example, I've been waiting a long time to be able to write the concepts that it's told in the song "Light" of our latest album. I really believe in that message, and I was very, very happy that I got to put it in a song, and I love to sing it. So I'm sorry,
Cool.
I love both.
Good answer. And in the meanwhile, Francesco Zucco says Eredità Aurea è il miglior testo metal in italiano che ricordi. It's the best lyrics.
Quindi questa è la base dell'italiano in metal. No, scherzo. Grazie.
Grazie,
Fa molto
Francesco.
piacere.
And let's move on with our question. And speaking about live performances, you said before that you started very young to perform in front of people. And do you remember your first live performance as a professional singer? And what was your best live performance ever, if there is one?
Define professional.
In a band, and not at school or.
Okay. The first, if I remember the first time, I do not remember the first time. Yes, I think it was with my first band. The first time we ever played was like a short set of 4 or 5 songs at the party of the last day of school when I left high school. There was, the last 2 hours, of the last day, they would let you out and have fun, have a party, and they prepared a little sound stage. And we played there. That was actually the first time I ever sang with a band.
Okay.
I don't know if it counts. It was cool.
Yeah.
It counts. And what did you sing at that day?
You are asking too much. I remember for sure that I sang Charlie Big Potato by
Skank and Nancy.
Which I don't know if I would ever be able to sing now. And I don't know, something by Deep Purple, maybe. It was a strange hard rock
mix.
Yeah.
Okay. And what was your best live performance, if there is one?
My best, in which I sang the best, or my favorite? Yeah. I don't know. I had a lot of fun lately at a gig in Germany. I felt really loose and, free, and I had a lot of fun. It was a very small venue with 1,000,000 degrees. I was feeling physically horrible, but my head and my voice were super on point, and I had a lot of fun. I don't know if that's the best performance I gave, but I remember feeling really good, and I enjoyed it very much. But there are many, 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 many other times.
And when you were with the Ancient Bards, yeah?
Yes.
And how did you join? Did you join the guys? How did you join Ancient Bards?
Well, I was in my other band, and the guitarist of that band, which at the time was my boyfriend, he had another friend who had a friend. Well, no, the short story is that it's very hard to remember this stuff. The short story is I had a MySpace page always because we're very young and we need to talk about this Paleolithic stage. I had a MySpace page on which there was a song that I recorded with my other band, and Daniele, our keyboard player, found me on the internet, and his friend Fabio, who played with him, told him he knew me and my boyfriend because they worked together. So that's, I don't know. I made it
Okay.
harder. I guess MySpace. That's the short answer.
Great. We have some comments, right, Simon?
Yeah. There is a Stefano who asks how was working on Ariel Lucas's on Theory of Everything.
Horrible. It was super great. I had a super nice time because the whole experience was amazing, because I flew to the Netherlands, to his house and his studio. I had prepared all my little parts. He's a super nice guy, very kind, and Lori, his wife, they're super nice. I can't say how nice they were. I was still, I think, at the very beginning of my career as a singer, or metal singer. I was still very shy, and I didn't have much confidence in what I could do or what I could be, but he made me very, very comfortable. It was very nice to record and being appreciated, even if I felt like I was no one and nothing. I really, really cherish the whole experience.
Oh, that's great. I can imagine that Ariel is a star.
Yes.
In metal music, in progressive music. He's awesome. You're very lucky.
He knows many people. He talked about Floor and this and that and Anneke. It's always nice to hear stories and to know that you're having something to do some way with these people. So nice.
Cool.
Amazing. I remember that I wrote him in Facebook some years ago to compliment, to make a compliment. I never expected him to reply.
Yes,
and he wrote me back, and I was super happy with a very kind words for me, and I was super happy. So I thought it must be a great and kind person.
Yes,
and
yes.
You said that. So another comment.
Still Stefano says Neckarsulm 2018, I think is referring to the best gig.
The gig,
Yeah, ok.
Stefano, confermi? O ho fatto schifo in realtà? Io mi sono divertita.
Also, GPD says, thanks for your first answer. Talking about cringe, ABC Ancient Bards sings about dragons and mages. Do you think that is cringy? To me, it's my guilty pleasure. It does feel cringy, but I still love it anyway. A lot of laughings.
Yes, as I said maybe before, that I do find it cheesy. I still think, but now I understand its charm. I'll never take these stories seriously, with all that seriousness, and I don't know. But I've grown to like them very much. I see their appeal, and they're supposed to be a little bit cringy. When you talk about valor and knights and good feelings, it's always unrealistic, but that's the beauty of it, because it's an ideal world where everything can be everything that you want, and I like it. For the win.
That's the important thing. A lot of comments for you.
Yeah, Russell
Question?
asks, who is your favorite female metal vocalist?
Ooh, I don't know.
Tricky
Female
question.
metal, it's tricky. I like Hanneke, Flor. Mm. I'd say for now Flor, because she's very versatile and she can do, your operatic parts and your chest parts. And that's not, your everyday singer that you can find under every rock that you turn.
Yeah.
So props to Flor.
Okay. And GPD also asks, do you mind the name female fronted metal?
I don't mind it, but I don't care for it. I mean,
Okay.
it's not a genre. It can't be a genre because it's not just because there is a woman fronting the band means that the music is the same. So it's not a genre. It's a theme. Okay, we can call it a theme.
Theme, yeah.
There's a band and there is a female in the front. Okay, that I can accept, even though we can always say there's no male fronted band because that. Yeah, there will always be that bit of sexism behind it. I'm sorry. I'm not a true feminist because I don't like to call me a feminist because it's too political and I hate to be political. But in the end, I am. I must be. Everyone must be a feminist. So I don't really have a huge problem with it. I don't love it, but as long as it's not a genre, because it's illogical.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. Also, there is our friend Make Me Like of Castaneda. Let's say hello to him. He's one of our best followers. Stefano says that you sang not bad.
Thank you.
Also asks, are you working on Ancient Bards 5? Any chance to have all that is true on the set list in December?
Wow. I think that, yes, Daniele is working on the new album. I don't know at what point he is, because he's the one who starts everything and then passes down his work to us. So he's the first step, and I think he's working right now. You would think that right now musicians have nothing to do, so they have all the time. They can play live, so they have all the time to write new stuff. The truth is that you have to, more than ever you need more than ever to work more than before due to this situation to even bring home the money to pay the bills. So in this moment, maybe new music is not such a priority. So yes, we're working on it, but not full time. So I don't know how quickly it will be ready.
This question actually links very well to our next question.
And for all that is true, I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
Stefano kind of anticipates our question, who is, what are the plans for you and Ancient Bards in the near future?
We would like to go on because we have a story that must be told. So we will definitely work on the new album. With the timing, we really don't know right now. We still have to regroup and understand where we are in our single lives. Yes, we don't have decided plans right now. We're still figuring it out. So I can be precise. Sorry.
Okay, no problem.
I don't have the information.
What about?
Okay, sorry, Mauro.
No problem.
getting on Pepito, which is cheering Sara.
Hello.
Hi, Pepito. Hola, hola.
Hi, Pepito.
Your turn, Mauro. What were you going to ask?
What about live? Do you have any plans, any gigs in the future?
No, aside from the dates that were postponed to December and possibly next summer, we don't know much yet because Martino, our bass player, also plays in Ravenscry, an Australian band, and their new album is coming out shortly. So next year he will be playing with them. So it's going to be tricky to find a window in which Ancient Bites can play. So maybe it's more realistic to talk about a studio album than many shows. Unfortunately, the 2020 was meant to be the year of us.
Yeah.
But no.
Speaking about gigs, Leandro asks festivals or small venues. What do you prefer?
Oh,
I guess this is the question. What do you prefer between festivals or small venues?
Small venues have their charm, but I can't say I prefer them to big stages and festivals with lots of people. Yeah, festivals are great. Just the experience is incredible every time.
Which is the bigger stage you sing on?
Of importance or of square footage?
Let's say importance.
I guess back in, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's for now is on the top.
Yeah.
So how many hundreds of people in front of you?
I don't know. there were many more than I would have expected. Yeah.
And were you more excited or more anxious, nervous?
I was excited. Yeah, thankfully I didn't get nervous. I was pretty. Also, there wasn't much time to realize that maybe you could be anxious because the times were very set.
Yeah.
Everything because it had rained like a lot and with mud up to your knee, and even reaching the stage with all the gear and stuff was a tremendous endeavor. So we were all very focused on what we were doing, and I don't remember being nervous, but more excited.
Nice. Here we also have Robert Sample that loves you, and Pepito says that he got your name tattooed on his leg.
Lomax.
He's Bernie Lomax. You know him?
Yeah, I didn't know the other name. I don't know if Pepito is your real name, but on Instagram he's Bernie Lomax, like Weekend at Bernie's, which is one of my best favorite movies from when I was a kid. And I remember he sent me, I guess he tagged me on a picture, and I saw that he tattooed SARA SQUADRANI on his leg, and I was
wow.
That's fake, right? And it's not. It's true. He really tattooed my name, and that's one of the craziest thing that ever happened to me. Thank you, but why did you do it? Thank you. I'm honored. Really, it's something that my mind will never grasp. That somebody would. My name.
Wow.
My name.
It has to be a real honor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still, Leandro asks, would you like to be a singer as a full-time work, like gigs every 2 months, concert 4 times a week?
Yes, I guess so. It depends on how. If it's, when it becomes that much of, I can think of a word. when it absorbs so much of your time, it becomes really your life. It's a lifestyle. If it's done, in a comfortable way, with some commodities and comforts, it can be sustainable. I think I would do it. Yes, I'd like to. Maybe not for my whole life, but yeah.
Also, we have the answer from Pepito, who says, I did it because I love your talent, and the band is amazing. It's an honor to have it in my leg.
Thank you. The honor is mine. Thank you very much.
Wow. Let's move on with our question. Do you have, Sarah, any side projects besides Answered Bards?
No, not right now. Sometimes I think that I would like to do this and that, but the time is always very little. So no, nothing concrete, just ideas.
And what would you like to join as a side project?
I don't know precisely, but yeah, something that doesn't contemplate dragons. And yeah, something that's more more me, more natural, both vocally and stylistically, maybe, because I really love the SARA singer mentioned Bards, but it's a version of SARA, and I would like to use my other me's. That makes sense.
Yeah. And if you have to take some musicians and create your band, your dream band, who will you choose?
I don't know. That's a super hard question.
I know. Yeah.
Because for me, not being a job, music not being a job, a very huge part of it is the human side and the brotherhood and the family feeling. So I know for sure that Ancient Bards are lovely people, people that I know I can live in 2 square meters for 20 hours in a van and still love them to the bone. So since that human side is very much part of being in a band as much as the musical side, because the lucky thing is that they're also super crazy good musicians, all of them. I mean, I hope often feel very humbled by them because they're really tremendous musicians, and I suck. I know nothing about music. I mean, I learned from them over the years, but I'm a goat. But yeah, but what I'd like to say is, I don't know, skill-wise, there are so many people that are good, but I don't know if they're good human beings. So I'm staying with them.
That's a great answer. Yeah.
I don't know, maybe you guys are good too, but I don't know. I don't know if I would take it.
Yeah, playing a band is like being in a family, like you said.
Yeah.
So you have to be with the person who are you can trust them, and in every moment, and you have to share the mission. You have to share everything in a way. So it's very it's very important. I totally agree with you. What do you think, guys? Fede, Simon?
I'm the children of Ravenscry, so the little one. So
totally
that's true. I have to learn. I'm learning with you. I'm learning such a lot of things, and I grew up in the meantime. So yeah.
Yeah, since you are the children, it's totally a family. So you are the children, Mauro, uncle.
You, Simon, are the mother. No, maybe Julia is the mother.
Yeah, I'm the granny.
You're the grandfather, maybe. And
No.
and Fagio?
Weird uncle.
Uncle Fagio.
The weird angle. No, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry.
Fagio is our bass player.
You're right. Okay. I think I now I understand this.
Okay.
Simon, what do you think about?
Yeah, it's a matter of trust between the members. It's a matter of feel what the other band members feels, and you can actually translate this in the way that you play on the stage and the way that you make the songs. So the more the band is linked, the more you can feel that. And it's very important.
Great. And wow, a lot of comments for you tonight.
Yeah.
There is also Simone Mularoni.
Oh.
Let's read our comments, please.
Ok.
Non è astio, Simo. È così.
Simone Mularoni complains about all the hate against dragons.
Simone, guarda che ti aspettiamo, Non ci scappare.
Also, we have Martin who says, "Hi, Sarah and guys. Your thoughts on Ancient Bard streaming show or certain live shows due to Corona measures?"
I'm fine. Your thoughts on intervention? My thoughts. It's far harder to stream a show than taking the van and going to another country and play that show. I don't know. It could be nice, but right now I don't think we have the technology to do it. It's I don't know how to. I mean, it takes a lot of gear and stuff to make the experience comfortable for the listener on the other side, I guess. I don't know how one would do that. I mean, I know technically how, but right now our possibilities are very strict. I don't know if you guys would be able to stream a live show and have all the sound perfectly captured.
No, it's really hard, actually. We didn't have the chance to do it right now. Who knows, maybe in the future we will have more, let's say, weapons to do that. But right now it's very hard. And also we need to play live to feel the contact with the people.
Even live shows would be okay, I guess. As long as they're live in front of people who can still move their hands. Maybe seated live shows could be okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, totally.
Plus, there are some people who are always seated anyway.
A lot of people who loves dragons here. Also, Francesco Zucco.
Yay for the dragons tonight. Tutta la vita. Yes, you're right. I won't ever talk badly about dragons, I promise.
Simone Bertozzi. Ciao, Simone.
He agrees with Simone Mularoni.
Yay for the dragons.
The fun fact is that we met Simone Bertozzi and Simone Mularoni in 2010, I think. When we recorded our first album, One Way Out, and it was a great experience, musically speaking, but also as a human experience, because the two Simone are very funny guys, and we had a lot of fun with them. Right?
Some appreciation about our friends here. Rodrigo say, "Hi, Simone, you are an amazing guitar player."
Yeah, I agree.
He is.
Leandro Oliveira asks, had you had any contact with the metal world before Ancient Bad? Well, you already answered a little bit, no?
Not much.
Rodrigo say, waiting for the new album. Leandro, still on Italian lyrics. Who are some of your favorite Italian singers? You already said Giorgia.
Giorgia, I love her very much. Then I like Elisa, something from Elisa. I'm not super passionate, but she's a great artist. Not my favorite, but yeah. Italian artist.
Toto Cotugno.
Toto Cotugno, yes.
Albano.
Albano, yes. Albano. I can never think of the names when people ask me these things. Of course, there are Italian artists that I like, but they're not many. But yeah, Zucchero
Fornaciari.
Però la manda.
Okay.
And also Francesco asks, Ancient Bad has not had a North American tour to my memories, so live streams will be ideal for those of us who cannot come to Europe. Okay.
Yeah. No, we never played in North America. We were supposed to be at Prague Power, but we had super troubles with the visas that didn't come on time, and so we had to stay home. But yeah, of course, live streams would be are an incredible way for musicians and artists in general to reach people all over the world, and especially even I always think of those who are maybe near but for physical impediments they can't. I have a friend that he's a really is a great fan of Ancient Bards. He always says when he has problems going to venues with stairs or things like that, and yes, live streams would be very, very good, but they're not as easy to perform as one would think. I mean, if you paid live streams require a good quality, and it's not easy to capture.
No.
Okay, let's move on with our questions.
Yeah, I have an extra question. Speaking about live and tour life, do you have any fun facts about tour, fun episodes, funny moments that you can tell?
I can never think of these things. Nothing ever comes to mind. Yeah, I mean, there are so many inside jokes that no one would ever understand unless they've been there. So, my God, I have nothing.
Yeah, no problem.
Darkness. Fun facts. No, I'm sorry.
No problem.
You're very professional and serious, so
yeah, you are not like us.
Tell me one of yours.
Ours?
One of yours.
I think.
We have a lot of pics of Federico.
Yeah, when I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
I sleep everywhere, every day, everywhere.
There's always that one who always can sleep in any position, in every place.
Yeah, because I want to be rest for and to have energy for my the live show. So this is
that's the official.
Yeah, it's my official. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, let's move on. And speaking about your YouTube channel, because you have a great YouTube channel, you did some awesome covers on your YouTube channel. And when did you come up with the idea, and how do you choose the song to cover?
Oh, well, the idea is not really mine because, people cover song all the time. So I can't say it was a very original idea that I had. But, during I've always had, not always, but I had a microphone and a really shitty sound card. But I never did anything at home because I didn't have the patience to learn how to properly set up everything. So during the quarantine, I said, okay, I have this thing, let's hook everything up and see what I can do. So I started recording the first song. It was an Italian song from Mia Martini. And I don't know why I chose that, honestly. I thought, why not? It was, it was that time where all the world, look at the world. The world was like, look at the Italians singing on the balconies, blah, 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 blah. So I said, let's do something Italian. Okay. Because, as we said earlier, many people always ask me to sing in Italian, and my parents always ask me, why don't you sing in Italian? So I don't know. I felt like singing that song. I did it very quickly, and then I put it up on YouTube, never expecting anything. And then, since I did one, then let's do another one. There was this song by Celine Dion that I really, really liked, so I did that. So then, whenever I felt like singing something, I hooked everything up and I recorded. But there's not a plan to do this regularly, or I don't know.
Okay. In the meanwhile, there is a question by Leandro. I think that we can actually, while answering to the comments, we can put on our banners. Fede, what do you think? All the links to SARA pages. So, as we talked about her covers on her personal channel, we can, in the meanwhile, answer to Leandro, who asks, do you see more pros or cons on technology plus music?
I guess I'd say more pros. Yes. It's certainly, everything is faster, and I mean, it has pros and cons. I mean, once you had to really know what you were doing and actually be good. And now with technology, even those who are not super good can pretend to be super good. No, it's not like that. But yeah, it's a double-sided sword to remain in the epic side of things.
Yeah.
In the meanwhile, Tony says, comunque Sara è una delle più belle voci metal in Italia del momento. You're one of the best Italian metal voices.
Thank you, Tony.
Tony from Elegy of Madness. That's great. Robert Sample said, I would love to see ancient bards in Scotland when things get back to some kind of normality.
Yeah, we'd love to come soon. I guess now that you Brexited, it will be even harder for us. But I hope that there will be a way to come. I've never been to Scotland, and it's super nice, and I would love to visit it.
Also, there is Patrick, who thinks that you deserve more, and we totally agree with him.
I do too.
There is a friend of mine who's greeting me, ciao Ivan, and that is giving his congratulations to you.
Grazie Ivan. E Laura.
Pepito is back.
Sander won't be conquering the world soon, so he can train with the Black Crystal stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
With a face mask.
It seems to be in Images and Dragons game.
Leandro asks, do you ever get recognized in public? How do you or would you deal with that?
No, I never get recognized in public. I'm not that that well known. No, I barely get recognized by my parents.
And I want to deal with that kind of popularity.
Mm-hmm.
If you will get so famous that people start to stop you in the middle of the street, how would you deal with that?
It would be super strange. It depends. I know that there are very respectful people who wouldn't make it a big problem, but I know there must be many people who don't know how to behave and would make it probably very stressful.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I don't think I will ever have this problem, so it's okay.
Who knows?
Who knows? No.
Ivan says che poi l'inglese con l'accento emiliano è il massimo, but I think that he's wrong because you're not from Emilia, but you are from Romagna. You are Romagnola.
Bravo.
I know that because we worked with Simone in your places.
And you've been schooled
Yeah.
about the difference.
Yeah. And actually, Francesco says, non dire.
With all the love to Emilia.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there is a bit of shitstorming about Emilia. Adrian says that Italian is a very good language, una lingua bellissima, dovresti cantare più in italiano.
We will. We get this a lot, so I'll do my best to write something believable.
Rodrigo?
Yes, nice idea. I love that song, Alone. I will. Rodrigo Peralta.
Okay, guys, if you have any requests for Sara and you want to listen to her sing a particular cover, let's comment right now.
Yeah. Give me ideas. So the next time I have some time, I will do it.
Pepito says Synergy did an amazing cover, but in Sarah's voice would be epic.
Is a football.
Is architecture a tough study for? Do you study architecture?
I studied, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That's nice, because this connects with the question if you have any hobbies and interests besides music.
I think that's how you want to use this. Okay. To answer the question, yeah, it wasn't much the architectural studies that were tough as much as the engineering, the engineering side of my studies. Yeah, it was a tough period of my life, but it's over. So, and my hobbies. Well, I could say that I sing as a hobby, and I pole dance. I don't know if I can call it a hobby, but it's something that I do once a week.
It seems a very difficult stuff.
Very, yes, and I suck at it, so not very good. No, it's very, very fun, but it's also very tough and challenging for the body, especially mine. So I really, 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 really like it.
So do you have a pole in your house?
I do, but for now it's here next to the wall because my house is very, very small, and yeah, it can't stay in the middle.
Okay.
I never use it.
So pole dance and other hobbies. Do you read? Do you watch?
Oh,
TV
I watch.
series?
I watch everything. No, I am very passionate about TV series.
Huh?
Lately, more TV series than films, I guess.
Mhm.
Than movies. Documentaries, the whole Netflix
Okay.
and video stuff. Yeah.
Which is your top 3 about TV series?
All time. So many.
Right now, right? Let's say right now in this very
I
moment.
have a passion for Friends.
Okay. Old but gold.
That's my golden standard. I watch it like on loop every year. When it comes September in the fall, I get that 90s nostalgia, the
Nostalgia.
colors and
Yeah.
the sounds. So I watch it all over again. But my top, I don't know. I really, really loved Dark lately.
Oh.
Wow.
I am a huge fan of Breaking Bad,
Me too.
Lost, and I don't know, but there's too many.
Okay.
I'm watching Dark right now. I'm in the first season, and I was pretty confused right now. So,
It only gets worse.
fantastic. Don't spoiler, please.
No, I would never do that to another human being.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
In
So-
the middle, we have some suggestion for your covers. Your assets suggest to do the cover for
Whoa.
Final Fantasy VI Opera.
Okay.
And also Leandro suggests a cover by Nightwish, for Nightwish,
Okay.
since you mentioned Floor.
I brought that to myself, you say.
Good suggestions.
Noted.
Freda, do you have any suggestions for Sarah?
About cover songs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
TV series.
TV
Oh,
series.
TV series is. I don't know. I start watching The Office, the US version.
Yeah.
It's
That's another
I think it's my favorite TV series right now
Yes.
at the moment. Yeah.
I binge watched it during the lockdown because I've never seen it before, and in the last seasons I started watching it more slower and slower because I didn't want it to end.
Okay.
It's my cup of tea. I really, 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 really loved it. Every second.
yeah, it's fantastic, and I love the Steve Carell character so much. And
All of them. Dwight.
yeah,
Right.
Dwight, yeah, and oh, there is a comment by Vito.
Sinclair in the chat.
Okay. I have only 2 episodes, so I had to watch. And another series, I don't know, maybe it's a cartoon series, but it's really mature.
Rick and Morty.
Yeah, but also BoJack Horseman.
Oh, I've watched it once, but I didn't stick to it.
Okay.
I'll give it another try.
Yeah, it's every season it's more, how can I say that, mature or
Sure.
yeah, it's great. Yeah, but Rick and Morty also is a great TV series. So yeah, I never watched Dark before. I will do.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Very,
But-
very well done.
Yeah, it's not like Stranger Things, or it's
Well, there is at the beginning there was this. No, no, I don't
okay.
think.
No, because it's funny
No.
because I never watched Strange Things, so too. So.
No, when they advertised it at the beginning, it looked like the look. Well,
Yeah,
Mhm.
the atmosphere,
Did you-
but it's not.
yeah, we did think about Stranger Things, but it's not.
Okay, I will watch it.
Yeah, it's a little bit maybe slow rhythm.
Mhm.
Do you agree, Sarah? But
It's slow, but not in a boring way.
Okay.
You need it to be. It paces up in the end. So
Okay.
and the beginning you need the slow movement because you have to take in a lot of information.
Yeah.
But many
Okay.
characters. So you'll be thankful.
Okay. You are saying to me, be patient.
Yeah. You won't
go on.
regret.
Okay. I will do it. Okay, we have another, maybe 2 comments.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your dream place to travel on vacations?
For a real vacation, one of those you do nothing but relax, I would go to the Maldives or Bora Bora. Yeah.
Great choice.
Yeah.
I guess because I've never been there.
No,
Me
either.
too.
It's the furthest thing that came to mind.
And still talking about TV series, Pepito says, speaking about Rick and Morty, have you ever watched Mrs. Pickles?
Yeah. Yeah. 2 episodes.
Pickle Rick.
No,
Mrs. Pickle.
no, it's a series. It's a TV series about satanic dog, I think, or is Satan that became a dog?
A dog.
Yeah, I only watched 2 episodes, but I don't like a lot. Yeah, it's
Never
not
heard of
my
it.
kind of series. What?
I've never heard of it. I guess I don't remember.
Yes, it's a really indie TV series, I think.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I prefer Rick and Morty.
Mr. Pickles.
Mr. Pickles. Yeah.
Pickles. Okay.
That one I'm missing.
So we used to, Sarah, ask our guests to do a final speech. So you have your microphone and you can speak to the people.
Do I need to impart words of wisdom?
Yes, you have to do
Whatever you want.
What can I say? Thank you guys for having me. I had fun.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure. I hope I was entertaining enough, even with my dragon issues.
Love dragons. That's not the problem.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I hope your followers had, I don't know how many people we carried. I hope you have fun too.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun. Thank you for being with us tonight. It was a real pleasure for us.
And all the best for your project with your project with
Thank you.
BARDS and with your personal career.
You too. And also keep good luck with your future interviews. And
Thank you.
Thank you. Who knows? Maybe we can share a stage in the future. It could be amazing. It could be amazing. Remember to subscribe Sarah's channel and subscribe.
Song.
Yes, and subscribe. Also, our channel should be to have the notification when we are online in the next lives. So thank you guys. See you in the next live chat.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sarah.
Bye.
Sarah.
Bye, everyone.
It was a
Ciao a
pleasure.
tutti.
Good
Ciao.
night.
Good night, guys.